We got some breaking news on the upcoming Element Fission update. We get a brand new 4-star. Some of the dungeons are changing difficulty. We're also getting new improvements to some of the crazy dungeons as well. Let's take a look at this brand new 4-star Wicked Witch unit. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this. There's no ravioli launcher. I don't know if I can love it. Like, I love Papa Pepperoni. Let's take a look. They are giving us some of the skills in here as well. We can take a little bit of a closer look at this little teaser image that they provided for us. Looks pretty cool, but I don't know why they didn't wait till October for this. But I shouldn't complain about anything. We're getting new units on a regular basis. This is amazing, especially coming from, there were times in Summoner's War, where, of course I'm going to reference Summoner's War, where we waited like 18 months between units. We just got new units like a month ago, and we're getting more new units. This is wonderful. I'll take it. I have no complaints at all. Let's keep the updates rolling. Let's keep things coming. Okay, let's see what we have for the skills. 4-star unit. We have the fire, the tree, and the light skill sets. First skill, Malevolent Gift. Attack the enemy, apply 2 turns of dot with a 60% chance. If resisted or immune, cast the skill once again. If immune, cast the skill once again? That's interesting. I was not expecting that. Venomous Needle. Attack the enemy, apply 2 turns of Toxic and 1 turn of Sleep. If the target already under the Sleep effect, this skill ignores 70% defense. Wait a second. So this, like, the first thing that pops out in my mind is Bear Killer. Ignores 70% defense against bears. That's what I'm seeing. But let's actually, it doesn't say what type these units are. Are they damage dealers? Are they just like control units? What exactly are they? So if they're not damage dealers, maybe that's not as exciting. But interesting already. Possibly going to be meta if it's ignoring 70% defense against sleep units. Cataclysm. Apply 2 turns of 2 dots for 2 turns. The target enemy launch an attack. Increase damage by 30% for each debuff on the target. If the target is immune to dots, increase damage by an additional 50%. Interesting. So it looks like it's going to be a damage dealer unit for the fire one at least. The tree one has the same first skill. Second skill, Corruption. Attack all enemies. Apply 2 turns of attack down and defense down with a 50% chance. I wonder how much that goes up to. It feels like it might go up to like 75 after it's skilled up. But I don't know. Afterward, increase your action bar by 5% for each debuff on the enemy. This is actually cut off on their thing. I didn't cut that off on my on my part. But increase your action bar by 5% for each debuff. Not necessarily just the things that this skill put on, but just overall. So that could possibly get another turn. And then Plaguebringer, whenever a debuff you apply is resisted, reduce the effect resistance of all non-boss units on the battlefield by 10% up to 10 times. Effect resistance of all non-boss units. Whenever you successfully apply a debuff, inflict 1 turn unresistible toxic. Reduce effect resistance of all. So that, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see when the units come into the game. Reduces their resistance. That applies to your team as well. That's what it seems like. So that could be potentially a frustration. And then we have the light one, Malevolent Gift, same as the other ones. Venomous Needle is the same as the fire one. 2 turns of Toxic and 1 turn Sleep. If the target is already under the Sleep effect, ignores 70% defense. And then the Acid Rain. Attack all enemies 3 times. Each attack has a 70% chance to apply 2 turns of Dot. Ignore 25% defense for each dot on the target. So if you already so now, all of a sudden, the Tree Fairy, much more valuable. Because that's got AoE dots. Also, what else did we use with it? The Water Clockwork, much more valuable as well. Multiple hits. You got lots of AoE dots from those 2 units. This comes in, attacks all enemies on top of that. All these dots, and then ignores 25% defense for each dot on the target. That could be an AoE, as long as the enemies actually get those dots applied to them. I would imagine that the multiplier is going to be much better than the Tree Bookworm because it's going to be conditional. So of course, conditional things generally have higher multipliers, and then this is going to, I would imagine, be the huge nuke for Arena. So that could effectively make the tree the Tree Fairy or the Water Clockwork be really relevant. Very interesting. Very interesting. I do like the ignore defense. Everything ignore defense, you know. I just like to see big damage. I just like to see the big damage. So I do like these units, really cool. And they're 4 stars, so people can actually get them. Well, I say that, but we keep getting 5-star. People keep getting 5 stars anyway. It's not like 5 stars are unattainable, and the amount of summons that you get is reasonable in this game, so even 5 stars are attainable. So I shouldn't say that like, oh, 4 stars you can actually get them. 5 stars you can get too. PvE adjustment information. The difficulty of the Abyss Dungeon and the Mental Fortress have been reduced again. I think that not everything needed to be necessarily reduced, but yeah, I know that some of those were more challenging than others, especially the LD ones in the Mental Fortress. The difficulty level option has been added to the Mental Fortress. See, this is already in there. I don't know if they're talking about another one, but this is from the thing that they just released today. So I don't know why this is here again. Seems like this is stuff from the last ones, but yeah. And then what do we have for this upcoming update sneak peek? Dungeon Heroic Mode is coming in the next version, expected to drop early next month, and just like last time, you can count it arriving no later than the 10th. So we are 2 weeks or less. We put together a fun and slightly ridiculous dungeon video to set the mood. Don't miss it and get ready for the challenge ahead. So I will leave you with the video that they posted. Hope you guys enjoy.
Grandma could be this.
It's not funny, Ed.
Siren. Two-sided. My ninja says it's Tinko. A true pride looks here.
This rat panics when the chairs fall.
Hey, shut up!